We're right at the foothills of a mountain range. The Kamnik Alps in the surrounding area, and Helios Suns, the home team, have got a mountain to climb of their own. They are faring well domestically, 4-1 in the Slovenian league. They are the defending champions, but in the Basketball Champions League, it's 0-3, yet to win. And tonight they will hope to end their winless streak against a team from Denmark, the Bakken Bears, who have done remarkably well to get to the group phase. They qualified by virtue of beating Estonian team Tartu. And here are the games from Group A tonight. The Fraport Skyliners won here in Domžale. Last time out, they take on Czech Nymburk of the Czech Republic. And there are two other games going on elsewhere, but our focus will remain here on the bottom of Group A. Two teams looking for their first wins of this brand new competition. 325 games in total, 40 teams involved. Here are the 8 teams in the Group A, and as you can see, just the 3 points from the opening 3 games for Helios and Bakken. And the Suns have lost all 3 by margins, small margins that is, whilst the Bakken Bears have fared a little more difficult, but they were up against it, the side that finished second in Denmark last year. Devon Akun Purcell there, he has been excellent for the Bears, who face a tough fixture tonight, no question about that, here at the Sportna Dvorana Arena. First of all then, a look at the visitors. The Bakken Bears roster. The aforementioned Akun Purcell is averaging 15 points a game so far. He's been top scorer in all 3 games so far. He'll be supported by the likes of Dwayne Benjamin, who's a lively character, and the towering figures of the experienced Nikolai Iversen and Chris Christopherson, who are the veterans of the side. The Helios Suns have a lot less experience in their ranks. The average age of their roster is just 23 years. The key man for them, number 13, George Lelic, has been scoring left, right and centre, averaging more than 11 points per game, and has the leading efficiency rating in this squad. The likes of Thomas Bolchina and Corey Remakun will be key at the boards. They are the 2 leading rebounders for the Helios Suns. Lipko, the mascot, doing the rounds with the younger band of supporters for the Slovenian Giants, who were champions last year domestically. They are currently leading the standings as well again in Slovenia. And whilst they're winning regularly domestically, they are yet to win continentally this year. Can they get off and running in this year's Basketball Champions League? Well, certainly the crowd will hope so. This is their 3rd home game. Their previous 2 saw them take on the Fraport Skyliners and Aris Thessaloniki. 2 tough games they were always going to be, but they were tight ones as well, as was Helios Suns' defeat to Monaco. The Bakken Bears players just being introduced to the crowd here. And results may not have gone their way, but this is a talented side. Devon Akun Purcell there, in particular, has shone brightly. Dwayne Benjamin, he's a real character. Thomas Lajerke. And this man, Michel Duff and Mike Gassell at the back there. He's flown in from Iowa for the season. And nice to see them playing with smiles on their faces. They're determined to enjoy themselves despite a tough run of results of late. But that could stop here for them tonight. They've shown promise. They can put the defeat to Monaco behind them and concentrate on the positives they can take from the first 2 games, especially that first game at home in Aarhus when they took on Czech Nymburk, the Czech champions, and they put on a real good fight there. They were leading at the halfway stage. Here come the Helios Suns now being introduced in front of partisan support here. They're a young side, you can see that. Some fresh-faced players. Georgi Lelic, well, he's the man who leads the way. 26 years of age, highest scorer, highest efficiency rating. And they've enjoyed plenty of success from long range. You look at the statistics with these two up against each other. Helios Suns much better at three-point shooting, but the Bakken Bears have got some good solid stats at the boards. 40 rebounds per game, 13 of which on average have been offensive. There is Jaksa Vulic, the Helios Suns head coach. And time for the customary pre-game handshakes. And Stefan Visch there, recaptured by the Bakken Bears ahead of the season. Got work to do here because they got off to a very solid start to the season, winning their qualifiers against Tartu to qualify for the group phase. There were the referees, Tolga Shahin from Italy, Marcus Michailidis from Switzerland, and Andris Rogers from Latvia. But back to the recent form from the Bears. They've got a fight on their hands domestically. They lost the Horsens at the weekend, who are their greatest rivals when it comes to competing for the title. Horsens, who are the reigning champions and now the league leaders. Two and a half minutes to go till the tip-off. Here are the Bears starting five. Darbo, Akun Purcell, Lerke, the towering Nikolai Iversen, and Michel Dupe, who also is no slouch. One of the tallest squads in the entire competition. Stefan Visch has us at his disposal. Has had previous coaching spells here at the Bears, but came back this season. They've got an experienced Danish core and some really exciting talent taken from elsewhere, like Michel Dupe and Javon Akun Purcell. Last season the Bears were regular season runners-up. They won the National Cup. They had an overall record of 32-9. So despite their 3 defeats this season, they are used to winning games. Here's the Helios Suns starting five. Kislink, Curry, Lelic, Remakun and Atanackovic. Corey Remakun is the key man at the glass, with an average of 8.5 rebounds per game. He leads the way for the Suns, along with Thomas Bolcina. Last words of wisdom from the two coaches. Jaksa Vulic. Let's see if we can eavesdrop here.
Box out and take care about that. Thomas Purcell, okay? Once again, penetration till the end, always looking to penetrate till the end. Simo, Iversen, pick and pop, play red on a pick and roll, don't be late, okay? You have to contest shot. Nije dobar u driblingu, kontroliraj defanzivni skok. Corey, Dio, okay? Don't be surprised if he takes...
Interesting to eavesdrop there. Just a couple of things to pick up on there, which is to say that he said watch out for Akun Purcell. That's no massive insight, I suppose. He is the danger man for the Bakken Bears, and telling Corey Remakun to watch closely for Michel Dupe. The two centres are going to be engaged in a really interesting battle. We'll see how it fares. So it's the Bears in their navy blue jerseys tonight. Akun Purcell, the number 5, Adama Darbo, the number 4, number 10 is Nikolai Iversen. Michel Juth is there as well. Final pleasantries exchange then. Helios Suns, Domžale put defeats behind them. They were 3 in a row before their weekend win at Podgornik. Now getting back to winning ways. They'll be looking to go on a winning run and to start to move up the phase standings in Group A. You're watching live from Domžale in Slovenia. It's the Helios Suns against the Bakken Bears. And it's the Bears who win the tip. And here's Adama Jarbo. In the corner with Lajerke. Now Michel Juth puts one up. Misses the shot. And first look at how the teams will fare at the boards. Helios Suns got the better on that occasion. Wide with Kislink. Lemmerkoon to Brandon Curry. Shot clock down to 6. They'll have to use the ball quickly here, the Suns. Tomasz Kislink with the inbound, picks out Lemmerkoon, and now Curry getting up towards the basket, lays it up and in. First score of the night goes to Brandon Curry of the Helios Suns. Here's Lajerke for Bakken. Shoots a long 2. Just kisses the iron. Now Curry. Good basketball surname that, Brandon Curry, especially this week, after the exploits of Stephen. And that's laid up and off the glass again by, this time, Kislink. The Bears trying to up the ante in transition. It's hoops back, and now it should be an easy 2, put up and in by Iversen. And that's the Bears off and running. Helios 4, Bakken Bears 2. Our scoreboard it's not quite up and running just yet. Curry laid back, oh, lovely exchange of passes there, and 2 more for Atanackovic. Michel Juth. Bakken Bears could really do with a confident start here. Oh, that's a lovely pass. Just looped it up and Juth puts it home. Curry with the immediate sprint to the front court. Jarbo brings it forward. Now Lajerke, one Danish player, along with Iversen in the starting 5. Akun Purcell gets into the lane and puts it up. Just wouldn't fall for him. The Bears maintain possession. Well, they couldn't have begun the season any better. The Bears winning all of their early domestic games, then qualifying by virtue of beating Tartu, the Estonians. That's a neat shot from the edge of the arc from Lajerke. Makes it a 1-point game. Curry. Ball lost, and here's Akun Purcell for his first score of the night. And it's a one-handed slam jam. Great finish from Devon Akun Purcell. as the Bears move in front for the first time. And what about that for a response from Thomas Kiesling? The lead changing hands with great regularity early on, as is to be expected. Here's Iversen getting into the lane, drawing the foul. And it's been a lively start from the Bears. It's always likely they would come hard at the Helios Suns. That was authoritatively put down by Akun Purcell. Shoots the two. And beautifully put away by Darbo. Atanackovic. Kiesling, oh, he's almost thrown possession away there to Akun Purcell, who's hunting like a bear should. Long three, and perfectly trained from Kiesling. Their three-point shooting has been something very positive about their play in the opening three games of the Basketball Champions League. The Helios Suns might have lost all three, but they've come close on each occasion. Is tonight going to be their night? Or will it belong to the Bakken Bears of Aarhus, Denmark? Here's Adama Darbo, back outside now for Michel Diouf, who puts one up. Sees it come right back off the rim. Kiesling. Fast-paced game here. No time to catch your breath. Lovely little bounce pass. And just as Remakun was setting to shoot, he was fouled. And time for a short conference call from the Bears. And chance to catch a breath after a frenetic start to this game in Domžale, Slovenia. First free throws of the night. And it's going to be Corey Remakun, who misses with his first. And no good with the second either, so a bit of a let off that for the Bears, who trailed by one midway through the first quarter. Akun Purcell having to go the long way round, now finds Diouf hovering under the glass as you expect. Akun Purcell up the baseline, tried to draw the foul, but possession stolen, and here goes Brandon Curry for the Suns. Iversen this time with the successful defensive rebound. The battle of the number fours, Darbo and Muchnik. Adama Darbo drawing the foul that time. He's back on the ball here. Darbo with a mid-range two. Can't see the shot through the hoop, and here comes his opposite number. First Mochnik, now with Atanackovic. Curry in the corner. Through to Remakun. Trying to lay it up. Missed out, and Iversen keeps it in play. And Darbo has spotted Diouf in a little bit of open space. Diouf still work to do. Back outside. Akun Purcell called for an offensive foul. The Bears don't like that call. Or do they? Remakun, in fact, penalised and goes off. And he's replaced. First change of the quarter has taken some time in coming, actually, by Tomas Bolcina. Two players who bring similar traits to the team. Very good at the glass. Akun Purcell then levels the scores with his first free throw. It's been the Bears' highest scorer week on week so far. And there doesn't look to be any change. 15 points last week. And he's hit the ground running so far. And that was rather careless play from the Helios Suns. And the Bears right back in possession with Darbo, Akun Purcell. Lerker gets into the lane before dropping the ball. And down court it comes. That's not a clean take from Kisling, but it may not be costly. Just have to reset the attack. Kisling has Atanackovic to his right, chooses to ignore him, now goes back outside to the corner, and it's Kisling for three. Can't drain it on this occasion. Quick in transition, Darbo first, then Lerker from the perimeter. Drains the three, and the Bears have a 4-point lead. With 3.5 minutes left on the clock, it's time for the coaches to have their say. Excellent shot from Lerker. Just allowed a little bit of open space there. And a warning sign fired in the direction of the Helios Suns. It's the home team that have called the
Right over the screen. They take it two
timeout.
shots from the middle range. In a transition. Two options. We have to find this score. This is an easy point. Just don't stay. Before we resolve defensive rebounds, you have to stay on this area. Don't go immediately run to the fast break. First resolve defensive rebounds and then start. And keep your hand up. Let's play. Three. Listen, at three.
Strong but clear words from Jaksevulic for his team to keep their focus. And to work harder at the defensive rebound. A moment ago they gave it away and it was costly, with Lerker adding the three. We've got a 4-point game then here in Domžale, Slovenia. That's got out of play, and again the Bears applying the pressure here. And the sun ain't shining for the Helios Suns. Well, acrobatic attempts from Jure Mochnik to keep the ball in play, but he didn't manage to do so. Darbo, Akun Purcell. Bears need to turn their pressure into points, which they have done so far. Darbo, Lerker. Juth not allowed into the lane by a resolute Helios defence, but possession remains with the Bears. Michel Juth, real standout, isn't he? He's huge. Everson, Akun Purcell. They'll shoot the long-range three, with the shot clock right down at 0. And no such success that time. Time to change things up for the Bears. And it's all change, as they say at the end of the train line. Starting 5 of all left the court. Here's Tomasz Kisling taking on Benjamin. Again, almost losing possession. It's more like it. Mochnik goes back outside, and here's Brandon Curry. No simple option resorted for. Shot clock down to single figures, and the foul called on Dwayne Benjamin. You just wonder if Helios Suns might need to just go back to basics here. They're trying a few complex plays. So far, it's not clicked. Here is Kisling. Bears playing it out slowly from the back. Gasell slips. No foul called. The referee had a good view of that, and it's a lovely looking pass to pick out Kisling, who was a little off balance and in mid-air as he tried to make the catch. It's a scrappy last couple of minutes. Curry, Atanackovic. Bolchina was ready and waiting in there. Not required. 3 from the sideline. That brings the Helios Suns back to within 1. It was Atanackovic. A few new arrivals for the Bears. That's beautifully finished by Christian. Mochnik. He's the experienced campaigner in this 5-on-court at the moment at 31. The average age of this Suns team just 23. Mochnik gets up into the lane, puts it up, misses the shot though. And the shot clock right down at 1, and that came off Gasell last. And possession regained immediately by the Helios Suns, who are threatening to get back onto level terms before the end of the first quarter. Mochnik, and for the 3 from Georgia Lelic. He's had a lot of success from outside of the arc in the Basketball Champions League so far. The highest scorer amongst the Slovenian side, but not on that occasion. Dwayne Benjamin, long 2. Mochnik now for the Suns. Spots the open space. Arrival Atanackovic. Good work at the boards again from the Bakken Bears. Benjamin very nearly able to slam that one down, but not quite. Mochnik, Atanackovic outside of him. Mochnik tries to spot a gap. He's back outside to the perimeter. And the foul drawn on Christian Kitsing. Ready up to the second personal foul, and that she's Kitsing off. Doesn't want to get into foul trouble early on, despite the fact he's only been on the court for about 3 minutes. Bolchina. Curry. And the long 2 excellently put away. Here's Mike Gasell. Shot clock down to 6. That's all that's left of the quarter. Gasell needed to get the shot away, didn't. There's only no time. There was no time for the shot from Kyle Casey, and a fascinating first quarter here in Domžale, Slovenia. A tight game is what we expected between two teams looking to register their first wins of the Basketball Champions League. And at the end of the first quarter, there's only 1 point in it. It's the Bears leading at the Suns by 17-16. Well, there you have it. Key stats so far. The rebounds we were always going to be fascinated by. Only the one offensive rebound so far snapped up by the Bears. Here are some of the highlights from that opening quarter. As the Helios Suns got off to a solid enough start with this Long range from Kisling, but the Bears came roaring back. Jarbo switching it to Lerker, and Lerker showcasing his ability from outside of the arc. They like that in Aarhus. Those are the 3 successful three-point field goals. That was nicely put away by Kitsing, who had a mixed quarter, being brought off after getting himself into a bit of foul trouble. But a couple of polished finishes there. Brandon Curry's been stringing things together in the meantime for the home team, setting up Kyle Casey on that occasion. So just the 1 point in it, and the Helios Suns will get things started in the second quarter. Bears not switching back to their starting 5. They've pretty much kept on the same 5 that finished the first. The likes of Sarlets and Gasell and Benjamin. Well played by Mochnik. And getting up into the lane here is Brandon Curry. Can't quite shoot it down though. And here's Mike Gasell. Benjamin weaving his way past Georgia Lelic, enjoying the foul. Gasell, good movement from the American. Gasell gets round his man and puts it up and in. Gasell's first points of the night. That's Bakken Bears 3 clear. They were blown away by Monaco last week on their home patch, but it looks like it's a different story this time out for the Bakken Bears as Casey puts away the long 2. Gasell back out to Benjamin. Nikolai Iverson, experienced campaigner, 36, sets the screen, now gets it outside the arc. Iverson almost ran out of space there, and it's touched behind with only 2 on the shot clock by Lelic. So they're going to have to use this quickly here. The Bakken Bears in this next play. Brandon Curry's been withdrawn in the meantime. They've played every minute of the game. It's not so anymore. Benjamin has to go for it. Long 2. Nearly, but not quite. Mochnik has got a free avenue to the basket, or so it seemed. Now he goes back outside, and that is beautiful from Kisling. Helios Suns go charging back into the lead. Gasell, Benjamin. Can the Bears come up with in response? Nice move, and Christopherson right under the basket, can't put it away, but does get the foul. And will get to go to the line. So the oldest man in the Bears roster at 37. Chris Christopherson. Can't open his account for the night with his first attempt. And neither with the second. Frustration for the big man. Mochnik ignores Kisling, instead goes for Georgia Lelic, and the long 2 knocked down by Atanackovic, who's having a good night in the white jersey for Helios Suns, who are starting to make real good progress. Gasell makes his intentions clear to his teammates. Now here's Morten Sarlets, and Christopherson, no trouble this time. Well, he is 218, centimetres tall, so there's no great distance between him and the basket. And he makes those two-handed slams look so easy. Moshnik. Kyle Casey. Just inside. It's a long two as opposed to a three. Misses anyway. Gasell. Kitzing. Back outside to Charlotte. No good. Yuri Mochnik. Initially with the sprint, now slowing things down. Casey. And from the corner, three-point attempt just misses. Well, the Bears had a 1-point lead at the end of the first quarter. They trail by 2. Sign, Charles, we've got a tense game in the offing here. Two teams looking to register their first ever wins in this competition, the Basketball Champions League. We're in match day 4 now. Benjamin feeds Christopherson. Still came off Charlotte's last. Possession retained. It'll be the Helios Suns inbound next. Here's Bolchino. Casey. Mochnik quickly surrounded by 2 Bears, but Casey puts it up off the glass, misses the shot. Benjamin with the defensive rebound. Gasell now gets up into the lane. He's rapid when he gets on a charge like that. Now quickly in transition with the Helios Suns. And it's Kisling with the 3. Good. Quick response from Charlotte, but he's unable to knock it down. Helios Suns have been on the receiving end of 3 narrow defeats before tonight. Can they win one? It's Bolchina from 2 more. And they're starting to peel away here. The sun is shining all of a sudden for the Slovenian champions. They turned a 1-point deficit into a 7-point lead. And they are on the move here. Bolchina's made a real difference at centre, having come in for Corey Remakun. It's time for Yuri Velsh to have his say with the Bears.
Yeah, come on. What we got here? We got to get back again. We go hungry and we execute. Okay? Make plays. Make the ball, make the plays here. But we got to have some defense here. First play we go Russia, okay? Okay? Let's go. Come on, guys.
After pick and pop on this area, ball ready for shot or play with this player. Player in the corner, 1 or 2. Stay in the corner. Stay in the corner. Don't stay in this area. Be ready for every change of defense. You are inbounder, pass on Brates, in the middle. Be ready to give the ball immediately.
Well, Coach Jaksavulic getting technical in the Helios corner. Whilst Yuri Velsh should concentrate on just rejuvenating things and trying to gee his team up here. They've started to lose a bit of ground. He wants nothing but 110%. Lerker to Michel Juth. Things changed up again. We're back to the starting 5. Does like to alter things. Thinks there's more team chemistry this way. Shot clock down to 2. And the Bears unable to do anything with it. Mochnik. Kyle Casey. Driving towards the baseline. Back from Bratic to Mochnik. And it's come back here for Yurin Mochnik. Great vision to spot Kisling outside. His shooting game is as sharp as any tonight. Kisling the highest scorer with 9 now. Juf getting to the rebound, goes back outside, and Lerke for 3. Unfortunate to miss that time. Casey picks out Mochnik. He's the one who sets the pace of the attacks for Helios Suns. Casey blocked off illegally in the eyes of the referee by Nikolai Iversen. Casey up to 5 points and quickly makes it 6. And the Helios Suns have got a double-digit lead for the first time in the game. Juf to Iversen. Lerke now with Juf back under the basket. Throws up a shot. Just can't make it stick at the moment, the Bears. And they get out of the trouble with Mochnik, and he's thrown the ball away there. He thought he was on the same hymn sheet as Brandon Curry, but that turned out they weren't. Curry just didn't seem to be expecting him. His facial expression was bemusement. Adama Jarbo shoots up a mid-range 2 and sinks it. Bears need to go on a scoring rampage with the 3.5 minutes left of the first half. But here's Kisling, and there's too much space. And look at Kisling again, back outside. Time to prepare. Kisling again. Casey into the lane. And called for travelling in the end. Akun Purcell. He had a lightning start with a man straight out of college basketball, but has been quieter in the last couple of minutes since he came on in the second quarter. Got the foul from Bratets. Darbo. Lerke evades not 1 but 2 defenders and puts it up and in. Better from the Bears. Stefan Wies, the coach, will be pleased with the progress since the last timeout. Eating away at this lead as Curry finds Kisling. Bolchino. That's great defensive work from Michel Juf. Divine Jajabo to bring it from back to front court, and Lerke for 3. Bolchino. From the corner, Bratets, good! Knocks it down and Helios lead by 10. Lerke. They've had a lot of success with shooting, to state the obvious, from Helios Suns. 56% of two-point field goal attempts have been successful. Contrast that with the Bakken Bears, who are down at 43%. as Devon Akun Purcell. He's been lighting up the court for the Bears, and again shoots down a 2. And he's on the charge. Kisling, the number 7, waiting in the corner. He's been scoring for fun. Back under the basket, and the shot clock right down at 1. They lose out. Here comes Adama Jarbo. And Juff. Now Curry. Atanackovic. That was from way downtown, but misses out. And they go on the counter with Thomas Lerche. Lerche, jump shot. No good. And the Suns' defence has been good. Stefan Wies is fuming. It's not been a brilliant second quarter for the Danish team, having led after the first 10 minutes. Lost a little bit of intensity. Time for a timeout with 25 seconds left on the clock in the second quarter.
Middle is too high. They catch you from your back. Stay low and attack. Be more aggressive. Protect the ball. We everything do what we need to do. Just execution need to be a little better. Simo, shot from the 9 meter. Play with the hand off. After hand off, attack. Attack the big guy.
Okay? Now, we're going to go 100 here. We're going to go in 100 here. Okay? Now, hey, we work so much to being a team. That means sharing the ball. Why are we suddenly dribbling and dribbling? I got to get that out of my system right now. Yeah. We have open guys, move the ball. Get in there, go 100. Let's go.
Well, the coaches have had their say. At the moment, if you're from the Helios Suns, you think just give the ball to Thomas Kisling. He's already hit 15 points, and we're not yet at half-time. 3 rebounds to boot as well. But in terms of efficiency rating in the first 2 quarters, Carl Casey leading the way with 4 rebounds and 6 points. Both of his field goals have been from downtown. Almost careless in possession. Instead, though, the courts open up nicely for Helios. With Bratets, Atanackovic. Puts up the 2, and Kisling is on fire. 17 points in the half for Thomas Kisling, and the Helios Suns go in to the break with a double-digit lead. Well, that'll please the Slovenians, who trailed after the first quarter, but much better in that second one. And that is the half-time score. Helios Suns 37, Bakken Bears trailing in their wake at 27. We'll have a look at the highlights in just a moment. Here are the key stats of the Helios Suns. Clinical, 55% of 2-point field goals shot through the hoops, and more than double the success rate from outside of the arc as well, compared to the Bakken Bears. They've only managed the 1 3-point shot success so far. At the rebounds, pretty even. The Helios Suns managing 4 more in total, but have been turned over on 1 more occasion. Kisling leading the way, 17 points in that first half. A remarkable performance so far from the Helios number 7. And Tomas Bolchina, we said he'd be important at the boards. 5 rebounds to date. The Bakken Bears will need a very good second half. They didn't start too badly, but nonetheless the Helios Suns really showed their quality in that second quarter. This man in particular, Thomas Hislake, has been dangerous all through the court, whether outside of the arc or inside, getting into the lane and putting up a nice layup in a congested zone there. Michel Juff for the clever bounce pass, picked out Nikolai Iversen for an easy 2 for the Bakken Bears. Michel Juff's clever interlinking play with Iversen will be key in the second half. We've not seen that much from Devon Akun Purcell, who's been the leading scorer for the Bakken Bears throughout, although he managed an assist for Juff on that occasion. Thomas Laika is the highest scorer for the Bakken Bears after the first 2 quarters, with shots like that being made. A little step back to Akun Purcell in transition with a one-handed rim rocket in the first quarter. Showed all that he is capable of, but the intensity was so high from the Helios Suns that they responded in kind immediately through Kislink. Jama Jarpo, he's been a good find for the Bakken Bears, but Kislink has been the most valuable player on the court. His shooting from long range has been tremendous, and he's no slouch from closer range either. Just to give you an idea of his statistics from that first half, 17 points in total. He's made every 2-point shot he's tried, 4 from 4, and 3 3-pointers as well. It's been sharp shooting from Kislink, it's been sharp shooting from the Helios Suns. Christian Kitsing has had his say. But there is much work to be done for the Bakken Bears. Mike Gasell signed only a couple of months ago, moved with his new wife to Aarhus in Denmark, and he's already put up some really impressive performances and all-round displays. But we've seen plenty of assists from Mochnik tonight. He's been responsible for 5 of them, that time setting up Kyle Casey. Some quick passing as Kislink made another 3 on that occasion. That is how we arrive at half-time, with a bit of a gap now between the sides opened up. It was as tight as could be after 1 quarter, with the Bears leading by 17 points to 16. But the Helios Suns scoring 21 in the second quarter compared to the Bakken Bears, who managed just the 10. There will be plenty more of this to come in the third and fourth quarters. The question is, do the Bears have what it takes to get back into this game at half-time? It's the Helios Suns 37, the Bakken Bears 27. Welcome back to Domžale, Slovenia, at the foot of the Kamnik mountain range, and the Bakken Bears, in fact, are the ones that have got the mountain to climb when the third quarter gets underway here at the Sportna Dvorana Arena, because the Helios Suns have peeled away. They have a 10-point lead at the halfway stage, leading by 37 points to 27. One man in particular deserving of praise, Tomas Kislink, who has got 17 points on the night so far. 9 accumulated from outside of the D. So all smiles for the home team. The Bakken Bears looking to get their winless run out of the way, but at the moment they're up against it. Teams back out there will be up and underway in no time at all. The Helios Suns, 2-time Slovenian champions. They won it last season, therefore qualifying for the first ever Basketball Champions League. The Bakken Bears finished second in the Danish League, came through qualifying to get to the group phase. They're 0-3, just like their opponents so far coming into this clash. Let's eavesdrop in the meantime on the Helios Suns coach, Jak Savulic.
You have to contest shot with position 5. When he stop and take shot off the dribble. Fight over the screen, contest that shot. Offensively. Let's call offense. 5 down. Listen. Stay on this position. Go with the dribble. Pass down. Face to the basket. Change position. Screen. This player. Screen and go in the corner. You will attack with the dribble. 4 out and find a easy layup.
Vulic keeping it technical, talking about screens and making sure they are defensively solid, because they are in a very good position at the moment to notch up their first win of the Basketball Champions League. Dwayne Benjamin on the left there. It's really interesting to see the way Bakken Bears line up. Basically got 2 sets of 5. And when they make changes, they basically overhaul the whole court. 5 on, 5 off. And so we're back to the starting 5. Iversen, Darbo, Akun Purcell, Lerke and Michel Juff for the Bakken Bears. And here is Thomas Lerke, the highest scorer for the Danish side in that first half. Juff puts one up. Unable to knock it down this time. They need a good start of the third quarter to the Bears. Otherwise they could be put out of sight. Here's Jure Muchnik, stringing things together nicely. And here with Atanackovic from downtown, and that's the perfect start to the third quarter for Helios Suns. Darbo, Javon Akun Purcell. Lerke, forced to go back outside there. He lost the grip on the ball. Should have cut out the small errors, really. Shot clock down to 5. It's out in the corner. But travelling from Iversen means that possession will change back to the Helios Suns. And nicely worked to find Atanackovic. Muchnik to the man, George Lelic. This man can shoot. We haven't seen the best of him yet, Lelic. Back to Muchnik, who's been the assist king. They've lost it. Iversen reclaims possession for the Bears. Now Lerke. Haven't been able to go coast to coast very often tonight. The Bears slowed up by a really resolute defence from the Helios Suns. Foul called on Atanackovic. Akun Purcell. His trickery, trying to earn himself a shooting position, and has the foul called on him as he got the shot away. That was a nice bit of play from young Akun Purcell. Really interesting blend of experience and youth in this Bakken Bears side, and Akun Purcell certainly fits into the former category at the age of 23. He's been their highest scorer every week in the Basketball Champions League. He's on 6 points tonight, trailing only Thomas Lerche, who he now joins on 7 points with that free throw. And it's 2 from 2 for Akun Purcell. So once again, he is the Bears' highest scorer. Jure Mochnik. Oh, lovely. Quick passing play. Mochnik gets up into the lane and puts it up and in. What a good finish that is from Jure Mochnik. Michel Diouf. Akun Purcell. Blocked off there. Tremendous defence from Corey Remakun. That's what he's all about. Now it's with Lelic back out to Mochnik. He'll bide his time here and wait for the support. Well, that didn't work out. But Lerche. Well, that was a low progression from Mochnik. He hasn't done any damage to his foot there. In frustration, kicking out at the boards. And advertising hoarding. There's the great defensive block from Remakun a moment ago, but not so good from Mochnik on that occasion. Jarbo to Diouf. To Lerche, and just wouldn't quite go down for him. Reminder that the top 4 in the group go through to the later phases of the Basketball Champions League, and possibly 5th place as well could be good enough. So a win for Helios Suns here could really kickstart their process for qualification. From way downtown, that just missed, but it was before the buzzer, so the shot clock back to 14, and Atanackovic is there with the follow-up, and the Helios Suns extend their lead to 15 points here. Jarbo Lerche plays it off Lelic, I think it was, yes, over on the far side. Interesting to see if the Bakken Bears do what they've done throughout, which is to make radical alterations. Mike Gesell's come on. No, this time it's not all 5, it's just 2 changed. Here's Diouf. Kitsing has come on, the Estonian. Gesell to Lerche. And again, the defensive work from Helios Suns. This was the intensity that the coach Jaksa Vulic called for in the backcourt. They've been so good there, and it's driving up the baseline here with the dangerous Kislink. George Lelic looking to add a couple of extras then. 1 from 1. Can he make it 2 from 2? He's the player who's scored the highest efficiency rating week on week for the Suns. Shone brightly. And here's the Suns setting on the Bakken Bears here. Trailed by 17, almost midway through the 3rd quarter. Here is Mike Gesell. Now Diouf twisting this way and then that. But 3 steps there. He's been called for travelling once more. Dwayne Benjamin. On for Lerke. Oh, look at the space. Shatanackovic getting away from Gasel. Now Jure Mochnik. And from the perimeter. Nice work from Akun Purcell. He may go it alone here. He does. Gets the shot off. Not quite. They've still got the rebound here, the Bears. It's Kitsing. Benjamin manages somehow to find a way through to him. And this time the rebound falls defensively, and that's good work. And the two-handed thunder slam from Thomas Kisling, who keeps on impressing. Gasel. Salic, Atanackovic, well worked. Oh yes, well blocked off, this time by Juff. Benjamin comes to the front court, puts it up. Juff surrounded, Gasel, bit of space, good! For three, the Bears finally crossed the 30-point mark. Lelic, Atanackovic. There's that three-point shot from Gasel. The Bears just looking here to overturn the momentum, the pendulum swing the other way. The Bears still believe they'll hunt in a pack. There's Kitsing, now Benjamin, a real live wire. Benjamin puts it up, just not getting the rub of the green at the moment. Jure Mochnik just couldn't get past Gasel without the American fouling him. Mochnik called off by Jakšibilic, keeping things fresh out there. On comes Tomas Balcina. This is Brandon Curry. And from the corner, not quite, from Atanackovic. Christian Kitsing. It is week 4 of action from the Basketball Champions League. The group phase lasts for 14 fixtures. Gasel goes back outside. This is looking good for 3. It is from Morten Charlotte. His first points on the board on the night. And the Bakken Bears are starting to make some good progress now. Bears are back in domestic action in a couple of days' time on Thursday before another battle at the weekend. They take on the defending Champions League leaders Horsens once more before they travel to Germany to face the Fraport Skyliners. In fact, they're not travelling to Germany, I beg your pardon, they're playing at home to the Frankfurt-based team. We'll try again here after unsuccessful attempt, first of all, to clear from Aljaž Bratec. Curry. Bolchina. Bratec again. Janackovic had it briefly. Now back with Brandon Curry. Gets up into the lane, finding a gap in the defence. Shot clock down to 2. Got to use it quick. They do. And it's been recaptured by Curry, and Atanackovic trying to put it up, and instead settles for the foul. That was lively work from the Helios Suns there, and a real example of the quality they've had at the boards tonight. Managed to turn a situation around there where it looked unlikely they would get a score out of it. A couple of free throws. It might not seem significant, but they build up in terms of significance the more the game goes on. Here's Giselle. Charlotte. Feeds into Dwayne Benjamin. Charlotte's great vision from him, and for 3, Charlotte catches the rim. Here is Christian Kitzing. Oh, impressive defensive work once more from Kyle Casey, who joins the SWAT team. Look at this from Casey. Not in my house. Giselle, Benjamin. Back to the young American, who feeds it in for Christopherson to send down a 2-point jam, 2-handed jam. And the Bakken Bears move back to within 13. Christopherson, oh, well played from the big man. It's not the quickest. Benjamin for 3. Not quite, but excellent work at the board from Charlotte. And Benjamin this time puts it up. And it's padded behind by a white jersey. It'll be out. And a Bakken Bears ball, but it's timeout time. After some thirsty work out there in the third quarter. Time for everyone to catch your breath, and time for the coaches to have their say.
Offensive rebound. All 5 players, push them out of the paint. There is no help side. Easy pass. There is no pressure on the pick and roll. Go back with your small guy contest shot off the dribble. Okay.
Baseline inbound here. We're gonna go to the baseline in here, okay? So Morton's gonna take it out. We're gonna go to head play, okay? So Mike, come out and receive it, okay? Chris, right there. You go over, but now you turn it.
Some really nice plays from Mike Giselle in that last quarter. He's got great vision with the pass. That was beautifully done to feed Christopherson. And they're going to need more from Giselle if they are to keep their hopes alive in this contest. And here he is, Giselle. Back outside, well worked. Just not getting the shots down at the moment. Kitzing misses, but Giselle's back on it. They're getting some work at the rebound at the moment. Now Charlotte spots a gap. Oh, what a defensive swat from Casey. That was sublime from the American. in his second spell with the club, clubbing it away. Outstanding work from Kyle Casey. So then, the Bears down by 11 with 1:25 left on the clock in the third quarter. They're not out of this yet, far from it. Brandon Curry. Play through with Bolchina. Now here is Kisling. Oh, what a night he is having. He crosses the 20-point barrier personally, and the Helios Suns extend their lead to 13. Thomas Kisling has been such a sharp shooter tonight. Razor sharp. Gasell, he's brought new life to this Bears side and was fouled in the process of taking the shot. And the impressive Gasell from the line hits the first. But not the second. Foul called on Kitsing. Michel Juff gets back into the action. Nowhere near as many points as usual for Lelic. He's averaging 11.7 in the Basketball Champions League. Might have had a quieter night, but it's not to the detriment of the scoreline. The Helios Suns in a strong position. On comes Alias Bratec for the Slovenian domestic champions. It's only the second time in their history they were the Slovenian champions. Charlotte, Benjamin. Juff spills the ball. Gasell keeping Curry company. Waiting for the support to come. It's just 9 seconds left on the third quarter clock. And up off the glass, rebound. Had been captured by Bolchina, who was in turn fouled, and there'll be 2 trips to the line for the Helios Suns, and there may not be much time for the Bakken Bears in response. They both go through. The one needed a bit of further encouragement. Benjamin has got to use this quickly. He does. and didn't miss by much. But the reality is, for all the hard work from the Bakken Bears, the Helios Suns have increased their lead in that third quarter. They did lead by 10, they now lead by 16. And it's shaping up nicely now for the Slovenians to record their first win in the Basketball Champions League. It ain't over until it's over, though. The statistics, as you would imagine, favouring Helios, who've been clinical from the free throw line. They've been excellent for two-point field goals as well, and they're dominating at the rebound as well, although both teams managing 7 offensive rebounds, 16 assists. And the turnovers, though, well, Helios have been turned over 11 times, compared to the Bakken Bears, just 9. Some quick highlights from that last quarter. From the top of the mountain, Atanackovic sending down an excellent three-pointer to get things going. Dvorak and Purcell denied quite brilliantly by Corey Remakun. And defensive work has marked much of the quality from the home team. We've had some great moments. Kisling continues to scintillate. He's up to 21 points. Giselle had a good quarter. He's starred for the Bakken Bears with some great work from assists, setting up Morten Sarlitz for 3 there. Giselle, lovely little bounce pass here to Kristoffersen with the two-handed slam jam. But Kisling and Helios Suns are having quite the night of it at the moment. It's going to be tough for the Bears, but not impossible. They'll at least want to recapture the form of the first quarter, which they managed to win. So the fourth and final quarter gets underway. Curry. Just for the defensive block that time, did well to prevent Bolchina. Called for pushing from Casey. Yeah, right in front of the official. Lerka to Adama Jarbo. Spots the run of Akun Purcell, and Juv timing his jump up to the basket. Called for the foul, and it's 2 from the free throw line. Clattered into on the way down there by Casey. He couldn't avoid it, but it was still the foul. Excellent from Juv. Just the 1 from 2 though. They've not been that good from the free throw line. And look at that for quick in transition. Coast to coast and put up and in by Mochnik. And that's the Helios Suns at their most dynamic best. Juv. Jarbo thought about the shot from the edge, instead decided to come on in. The door opened and he drew the foul. Lerka. Feeds it into Juv, inside the lane, tried the hook shot, get another foul. The Helios Suns just fouling and fouling and fouling at the moment. They're up to 4 fouls already. We've only played a minute of the fourth quarter. It's been a solid start to the fourth quarter from the Bakken Bears. You can have your say on social media using the hashtag BasketballCL. Well, look at our website, basketballcl.com, for all the latest news and statistics from the inaugural Basketball Champions League. Here's Brandon Curry. Bolchina. Back to Casey. The referee at the back of the court has spotted an infringement. And it's Lerker that is penalised. His first foul, Bakken Bears first of the quarter. Mochnik. And put up and eventually in by Thomas Bolchina. That's his role, being right up at the glass. Lerker left the ball behind and the call goes the way of the Slovenians. Curry, stolen by Akun Purcell, neatly done, and no trouble with the slam to reduce the arrears. Akun Purcell, there's no catching him when he goes on a run like that. Curry. And good work from Curry. 100% success rate from that trip to the line. The lead almost back up to 20 as Darbo feeds Everson. Now Lerker. Darbo well collected. Sets and shoots and scores. Beautiful. Curry. Now Casey gets up to the basket. Rebounds there, once again from Bolchina. What a performance with the boards from Thomas Bolchina. Curry, a little bounce pass and misses the little bank shot. Well, back to 15, they lead. And now 14, that's clinical from Chip. Bears trying to threaten the scoreline a bit. they're up in the fourth quarter. 6.5 minutes to play. Darbo trying to close down his man, but oh, that's a lovely finish. Wasn't expecting to see that go down from Georgi Lelic, but if forget this man could shoot. Akun Purcell, lovely turn, and puts it up and in, and one. Akun Purcell has shown glimpses tonight of his capabilities, which are impressive. Look at the way he goes past Kislink. Draws the foul from Bolchina and puts the finish away. The Bears reach the 50-point mark. They've made some real progress in the last 5 minutes. Atanackovic. Mochnik. Now Kislink. Bolchina was looking good, shaped nicely, but well claimed by Atanackovic there, and he's released the pass back here. Mochnik into the paint, draws the foul. Intelligent work by Yuri Mochnik. May not be the biggest in stature, but his presence certainly felt. Here come Curry and Remakun, which means it's Bolchina who's withdrawn. Mochnik, a little bounce pass. The backdoor cut was from Lelic, but it never reached him. Akun Purcell on the counter. Kitching fouled out, by the way. Christian Kitching, 5 fouls, is now out of play for the remainder of the game. Just what the Helios Suns needed after the Bakken Bears had started a claw back into the game. The lead re-extended to 15. Giselle and Sylvester Berg coming on. Berg for his first entry of the game. Coming late on, 5 minutes to go. Giselle. Ajama Jarbo. Goes with a low pass. Always taking the unselfish option, it seems. This time it didn't quite work out for it. Curry. Mochnik. Atanackovic, and from the corner, Lelic, good for 3. Helios lead by 18, their biggest of the game. Darbo. Giselle, the target of the pass, stolen, and the Helios Suns are in click mode now. Another 3, this time from Georgi Lelic. And the Suns are shining. And the Bears are floundering somewhat. Nice play. They've looked good when it's been fast-paced tonight, Helios Suns.
And then rotate, okay? Now execute on offense here as fast as possible. Okay, let's run the plays here. Let's run wings so we get Thomas and Devon off. Let's go, come on.
Go in vertical switching if we are late. Offensively, goal. Shirt and shirt too, okay? After shirt, you attack the side of the ball. Short roll, pass to big guys, or pass over here for big guy. And all handler always need to be cover market, okay? Don't attack. Don't attack.
Lurker with the inbound then. One final push. From the Bakken Bears to get back into it. Gashel. Lurker. Akin Pashel, jump shot 2, good. Brings the Bears back to within 20. Here's Georgi Lelic, almost spilt the ball there. Shot clock's down to 7. They've got to get it forward quickly. That was beautifully worked, and Lelic can't make it stick. And it's a foul by Michel Diouf. Well, the Bakken Bears have been on the receiving end of some sizable defeats. Their smallest defeat us by 18 points. In fact, no, by 16 points. They lost to Aris Thessaloniki, 18 to Chesnimberg. We won't mention the defeat to Monaco. But it's shaping up nicely for Helios tonight. Had a high-scoring fourth quarter. Gashel. Lurker. Oh, what a finish. Lurker breaks double figures. Here's alias Bratec. Oh, Mochnik leaves Lurker on the floor. Back outside for Curry. Not quite. Adanatskevich doing what he does best at the boards once more. They have dominated at the glass. The Helios Suns, the likes of Adanatskevich in particular, and Bolchina clocking up the rebounds. Up to 13 points now, Adanatskevich for the night. And it'll stay at 13. Gashel feeding Akun Purcell. That's a good combination for them usually. Akun Purcell hasn't been able to hit the threes as often as you would have liked tonight. Back out to Bratec. Helios looking to extend their lead now. Their victory is all but assured with just over 2 minutes left of the fourth and final quarter. Both teams coming into the game with an 0-3 record, both winless, in need of a confidence-boosting win. It's an unfortunate sight to see Jure Mochnik go limping off, and he is replaced by young Urban Oman, who will turn 18 in just under a month's time. He's only 17 at the moment, the teenage sensation. So Oman on. First here's Corey Remakun. Curry, shot clock down to 4. Remakun, and here's the youngster Urban Oman, just on and right into the action with a three-pointer. That'll settle the 17-year-old down. Akun Purcell tries to respond in kind, but he misses. Akun Purcell has stolen, and it'll be an easy 2. Oh, no, it won't. He's missed it. Oh, a surprising miss there from Devon Akun Purcell, who did all of his own work to steal possession. And you would have backed him scoring that, but somehow contributed not to. It's stolen again, this time it's Lerke, and he won't miss with a layup. Urban Oman, what an entrance that was a moment ago. Star in the making, it's come back out to him. Might have thought about the three-point shot, instead switches the play out to the left, and here's young Bratec. He's not much older, just 5 months the senior of Oman, the 18-year-old, Lerke. And this is why it's such an exciting time for Helios Suns. They've got a really good settled team and a really young side. The majority of the squad are under 25. They've got only one over 30, and that's Mochnik, 31-year-old point guard. Lerke makes one from 2. Just the 41 seconds remaining then. Gives me a chance to recap. The Bakken Bears will next go and take on the German side, the Fraport Skyliners. That's at home court in Aarhus. In the meantime, this is a beautiful play from the Helios Suns. Can it be finished off? Curry, Urban Oman, and now driving up the baseline was Maciek Vassell, but he's lost out. And Giselle feeds Charlotte. One more. Sylvesterberg. Charlotte recaptures it. And Giselle. Not quite. This will be the last attack of the game. Helios looking for that 20-point lead. It's Bratec. Given away to Lerke. So Helios Suns won't finish on a high. Perhaps the Bakken Bears will. It's Lerke. Oh, what a defensive block from Corey Remakun as the Helios Suns record their first ever win in the Basketball Champions League. A high note to finish on from Remakun, who was superb. He and Bolshina dominating at the boards, and in the end a very comfortable win secured. They trailed after the first quarter by 1 point, but they turned things around in the 3 quarters that were to come. A memorable night for Thomas Kisling in particular, who scored 21 points on the night. The Helios Suns record their first win, and they move up the Group A standings, condemning Bakken Bears to an 0-4 record now. They'll do it all again in a few weeks' time in Aarhus, Denmark. But for now, celebrations ripe here in Domžale. They had a mountain to climb, and they have begun to ascend it. The Bears left licking their wounds, but it was a tough ask. They've done well to qualify for the group phase. Here are the key stats. Look at the success from the free throw line for the Helios Suns. More success when it comes to field goals, plenty more as well than their opponents. 46 rebounds, 12 offensive. That's down to the likes of Bolchina and Remakun in particular. 21 assists, well, they've got Mochnik to thank for that. He was responsible for 7. And though they were turned over 17 times, it didn't matter in the end. A 19-point win shows just how comfortable they were on the night. Kisling, the highest scorer, 21 points. Devon Akun-Purcell kept up his high average of scoring with 15 in what would be a difficult defeat to take. And it's time for the kids to have their go here at the Sportnet Tvorana Arena, which has proved an excellent host. Well, their three-point field goal shooting was solid as a rock. Devon Akun-Purcell had some success, but blocked off by Remakun there. He and Bolchina were superb at the boards. Atanackovic with a layup on that occasion, but they enjoyed more success at free throws, 2 and 3 pointers. They had some showtime moments as well, with the brilliant Thomas Kisling regularly scoring. Gasell didn't play a lot in the first 2 quarters, but in the third and fourth he showcased his ability. The Americans come from Iowa for the season, and he did his reputation no harm at all, feeding Iverson on that occasion. In fact, Chris Christopherson it was, the 37-year-old. But Kisling was consistent, Mr. Consistent, frankly. The Bears take on the Fraport Skyliners next, whilst Helios Suns are back on the road. They've now played 3 of their 4 games here at home in Domžale, and they'll be grateful to have recorded their first win. Next up, they'll be hoping to beat the Israeli side, Ironi Naharia. That's in exactly a week's time, next Tuesday evening. Before that, they've switched back to domestic concerns, first in the cup competition, then in the league. Both are here at home for the big journey across to Israel. Now, it's not the biggest of arenas, the Sportnet Tvorana, but those inside the arena certainly did their bit with vocal encouragement throughout. Devon Akun-Purcell is an exciting player to watch. They've got a real gem in their ranks to the Bakken Bears, but it wasn't to be their night. Even the youngsters came on, the likes of Urban Oman and Alias Bratets, and they shot some excellent 3-pointers. George Lelic had another good night. Almost Lurker's 3-pointer. Gasell with some neat assists on the night. This was the man, the 17-year-old, showing his abilities. And that was right at the end as the Helios Suns lit things up here. They finished on a high with that block, and they've recorded a big win, a 19-point win. They're off and running in the Basketball Champions League, and tune in next time. That's all from match day number 4 here from Central Slovenia.